Cut the Fiscal Fat.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Cut the Fiscal Fat. Today we're talking about debt consolidation. It's important to mention from the start that there's a big difference between debt consolidation and debt settlement, although these two terms are often interchanged. Debt consolidation is when you combine all of your debt into one loan, leaving you with one interest rate and one monthly payment. This can be very beneficial to your credit score and your wallet if done correctly. Debt settlement can also be known as debt reduction, debt negotiation, or debt resolution. A settlement is a lower negotiated amount than what you actually owe. Be aware that if you settle your debt, it is reflected negatively on your credit report. Now that we've clarified, let's break each option down. A credit card balance transfer and a personal loan are the two most common ways in which people consolidate their debt. Balance transfers are for those with excellent credit, generally categorized as scores of 750 or higher. If you're able to do a balance transfer, there are a few things you need to pay attention to. First is the introductory interest rate. These rates are great, usually 0% from 12 to 21 months. The second is the transfer fee. It is often a one-time fee determined by a percentage of the amount borrowed. Quick example, if you borrow $10,000 at 0% APR for 12 months with a 3% transfer fee, you'll have a total amount due of $10,300. The most important thing to know is that if you are unable to pay off the total amount during that introductory period, the interest that has been accruing from the start will be added to your remaining balance. Be sure to read the fine print on any credit card you are considering. Know what the APR is after the introductory period is over, and what the interest would be if you do not pay it off within that time frame. If you don't have excellent credit, your options may be limited to a personal loan. A personal loan for debt consolidation just so happens to be the most requested loan type. Going for a personal loan won't always mean a lower interest rate. If the lender does offer a lower rate than you currently have, be sure to select the correct term or length of the loan to ensure the monthly payments are beneficial to you. Be sure to look out for additional costs, such as origination fees and prepayment penalty fees. The origination fee is a one-time charge for the loan, much like the transfer fee on the credit card. And the prepayment penalty is a fee charged if you pay off the loan early by utilizing additional principal payments. It's important for you to do your research. There are a ton of free credit card and loan amortization calculators to help you see how long it will take to pay off and how much it will cost you. The other two avenues people use to pay off debt is taking out a home equity loan and borrowing from their 401k. If you are fortunate enough to own your own home with equity to tap into, you may be thinking of taking out a home equity loan. An advantage to this option is that it's one of the lowest interest rates you'll find. But you also need to consider the risk you are taking. You're talking about taking your unsecured debt and paying it off using your home as collateral. If you default on this loan, the lender can initiate foreclosure. Borrowing against your 401k is a good option, if you have one. These loans do not require a credit check and don't show up on your credit report because you're borrowing from your own account. As with any loan, you do have to pay interest on the money you borrow, but that interest goes back into your retirement plan account. And you don't have to pay penalties or taxes when you take a 401k loan. However, if you leave or lose your current job, that money still has to be paid back. If it's not, the full unpaid balance becomes a taxable distribution, and you could also owe a 10% federal tax penalty. So what happens if none of these options are viable for you? Debt settlement might be your remaining option. Unless your accounts have been delinquent for 180 days, your debt will remain with your original creditor, and they typically do not settle for less than the amount owed. During that time, your interest is still accruing, late fees are being attached, both causing serious harm to your credit score. Creditors and collection agencies are willing to work with you to get your debt paid. Communicate with them. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is to ignore correspondence. Take the phone calls or reply to emails or letters regarding your debt. If you don't feel comfortable negotiating your debt, you may be considering using a debt settlement company. Some companies use bad practices, such as instructing you to stop making payments to your creditors altogether and instead make a monthly payment to them. Please note it is illegal for a debt settlement company to collect a fee prior to negotiating any of your debt. I have linked the FTC regulation below for your reference. Whichever method you decide to use, remember, debt consolidation is not debt elimination. If you are considering debt consolidation, you are already taking steps to improve your financial future. Educate yourself to make sure you avoid going deeper into debt. Changed behavior and having a different thought process about money is the name of the game. Join us next week and we will discuss how to select a credit card that can benefit you and perhaps even pay you. Please subscribe to my channel and make sure you click the alert bell so you can stay up to date and informed. Check us out at cutthefiscalfat.com and sign up for a free expense tracker. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Be safe, be smart, and go audit yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20.